Hi guys, so for this video I'll be using circular knitting needles in size 12 millimeters, and the yarn that I'm using is in Prestige brand. It's 68% acrylic and 30% wool, 2% polyester. The yarn is chunky, that's why I'm using such large knitting needles. So I'll start by leaving a long tail, and then I'll make a slip knot. I'll be using a long tail cast on. So I'll cast on 40 stitches. This one already counts as one. So now that we cast on 40 stitches, we'll make sure that our stitches are not twisted. Then we'll start by knitting one and then purling one. I'll knit one, purl one, knit one, and then purl one. So I'll continue knitting one and purling one throughout this row. So now for row 2, I'll repeat one. So I'll knit one and then purl one. I'll knit every knitted stitch, then I'll purl every purled stitch. So I'll knit one and purl one throughout row 2. So we repeat row 1 until we have 6 rows of knit 1 and purl 1. So now for row 7, we'll knit the first stitch, we'll knit the second stitch, knit the third stitch, knit the fourth stitch, and then now we'll increase on the fifth stitch. I'll insert my hook one stitch below, wrap the yarn on the hook and pull through. And now I'm going to knit the same stitch again. And that's our first increase. Now I'll knit the next 4 stitches. And then I'll increase on this 5th stitch. So now we'll have to increase on the purl stitch. I'll insert my hook one stitch below, wrap the yarn on the hook and pull through. See, we have one extra stitch in our, then I'll knit the next stitch. So that's our second increase. Again, I'll knit the next 4 stitches. Then I'll increase in the next stitch. So yeah, I'll knit the next 4 stitches. And then I'll increase in the 5th stitch. You can increase any way you want to. So we repeat this throughout row 7. So now for row 8, I'll purl every stitch. We won't be increasing anymore. We'll just purl 1 row and then knit 1 row. So now for row 9, I'll knit every stitch. So now for row 10, I'll repeat row 8. So I'll purl every stitch throughout row 10. So we repeat this until our work measures around 11.5 inches. So now I'm going to start to decrease. But unfortunately I don't have double pointed needles in the same size, so I'm gonna have to use those needles. They're in the size 5 millimeters. So I'm just gonna knit these next 2 stitches together. Now I'm gonna knit the next 2 stitches together. Then I'll knit the next 2 stitches together. I will knit the next 2 stitches together. So I'll continue knitting 2 stitches together throughout this row. And now for the next row, we won't be decreasing, we'll just purl every stitch throughout this row. Okay, so I'll continue purling every stitch throughout this row. So I don't want you guys to get confused here because I only have 2 double pointed needles. I have no idea what happened to another 2, so I'm using crochet hooks instead. But don't get confused, you know, you should use double pointed needles. I just don't have enough of double pointed needles for some reason. And now for the next row I'll start to decrease again, so I'll knit 2 together throughout this row. And now for the next row, I'll purl all the stitches throughout this row. So now for the next row, I'll knit 2 together again. So I'll knit these. So I'll knit the next 2 stitches together, then I'll knit the next 2 stitches together, knit the next 2 stitches together, knit the next 2 stitches together. So we'll knit 2 stitches together throughout this row. So now we only have 6 stitches left on our needles, so we'll use the tapestry needle and we'll finish off these last 6 stitches. Use a thinner yarn, I don't think your purl stitches will have the same effect. So for this pattern, the thicker the yarn and the thicker the needles, it's much better. If you guys like this video, and thank you so much for watching.